All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Tech Motoring. So we are standing outside of the brand new Myrtle Beach Hyundai dealership here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And I'm here today because I'm showing you what is basically the first DC fast charger here in the Myrtle Beach area, Asterisk. And I'll tell you more about that when we get back. All right, so as you can see, we are outside just the brand new Myrtle Beach Hyundai dealership here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. This is a beautiful dealership. They just put it up. We're here on a Sunday, so there's nobody here really to bother us. There's nobody really here. But the reason I wanted to shoot this video is because this is really the first DC fast charger in Myrtle Beach proper area. And the reason I say that is because previously to now, the only thing that we have had that is a DC fast charger has been at a Kia dealership up the road quite a bit, which has been out of order according to PlugShare for months and months and months now. They don't appear to be putting any effort into fixing it. And then there was a Nissan dealership next to it that does have a sort of working DC fast charger, even though there's signs on it that says out of order, but people have been getting it to work. And it's one of those weird things where, you know, those are not reliable, they're not good, and they're in an area where a lot of people don't go when they're coming to Myrtle Beach. They might pass those dealerships on the way in, but not necessarily go to those dealerships. And so when people come to Myrtle Beach, even though we have a population of only like, I don't know what it is, 40 or 45,000 people that live here, which doesn't seem like a lot, we have millions of people a year that come to Myrtle Beach. And now if you take that number and you know, divide that by the couple percent of people who actually have EVs, that's a pretty large population of people that come to the beach that need to have charging. Excuse the sirens in the background. We're kind of next to a major Route 17 corridor here. As an ambulance comes screaming down the road, we'll let them pass in a second here. But actually, while we're here at the dealership, this is a brand new dealership. They finally, we'll just let them pass. But this is a brand new dealership, and now that they're here, they're EV certified. And as some of you viewers may know, we used to have an Ioniq 28 kilowatt hour EV, 2017. And as you can see over here, we actually have some Ioniq 5s on the lot for sale, and they're actually selling EVs now, which is really cool. $2,500 over sticker price, of course. Ignore the helicopters too, a lot of tourists in town, people going for rides. Over on this side, we actually have EV6. We have one of the first EV6s in Myrtle Beach being sold. This is the only Hyundai dealership for a long, long way. And they actually got one up in the front next to that sign as well. But yeah, we're seeing EV6s here in Myrtle Beach, which is really cool. They want $5,000 over sticker for those, which I think is absolutely atrocious in my opinion. But hey, you know, if people are willing to pay for it, that's just what this is. Anyway, let's get back to charging. So, like I was saying, this is the first DC fast charger in the Myrtle Beach area. The asterisk is there because Tesla has had a supercharger here for about, I think they're about 7 years at the Coastal Grand Mall. Another helicopter going above. So at the Coastal Grand Mall, we actually have had Tesla superchargers for a while. They're version 2 superchargers, 150 kilowatt max chargers, but they've been there for a while. It's been a architecture of Myrtle Beach for people who have a Tesla. They come into town and they charge at that supercharger. It's at the mall, it makes sense. Destination chargers around here are very, very slim. I mean, we have hundreds of hotels here in the Grand Strand, and I would say there's maybe a dozen that actually supply chargers. Whether or not they're working and working well is beyond that, but most of the hotels have one, maybe two. I think we saw one yesterday at the Caribbean. They had 2 J1772 chargers and 1 Tesla destination charger. But really, when you're coming into town here, you're kind of isolated. There's really no place to charge. Tanger outlets, we have a couple Tanger outlets in this area. They just have level 2 chargers. They're 6 kilowatts. Takes forever if you want to charge your car there. And this is something that has to be addressed. We have millions and millions of people a year that come to this area for the beach, for tourism, for that whole purpose. And we can't even give people a decent charging experience with their CCS cars. And now that, you know, Hyundai is selling these cars here, The Ford dealership is literally just right across the street. You can look right over there. That's where I bought my Mach-E. They don't even have a DC fast charger. They just have a level 2 in their parking lot. And so, you know, when it comes to that stuff, it's not good. It's not good enough. Like, we need more charging here in Myrtle Beach area, Grand Strand. I mean, we have nothing for 60 miles. You could drive out to Florence, get Electrify America. Charleston's about 100 miles away. You can get Electrify America down there. You know, we have ways outside of Myrtle Beach to charge up fast, but nothing in Myrtle Beach. Now, this really is, in Myrtle Beach proper, the first place to actually charge your car. Now let's take a look at the charger real quick. So this is just the standard charge point. I believe this is just a CPE 250, nothing special. The only badge on the side here, you could take a look, just zoom in on this. It's a 62.5 kilowatt unit, 1,000 volts, which is great, only 156 amps. So we're really not getting that much speed here. So let's go ahead and actually plug the car in while we're just talking. And so we can see here that we have the J1772 plug here, and it looks like they're also supporting CHAdeMO, which is kind of cool to see as well. So let's go ahead and get this plugged into the Mach-E while we're sitting here. It's just a chargepoint charger. As you can see, it's labeled chargepoint, even though it has the Hyundai logo on it here. But let's just go ahead and activate this. Oh, excuse me, let me go ahead and pull this up again. There we go. And we are authorized, so let's go ahead and now just plug it into the car. Watch the cable management there. Sweetie, you're gonna get hit. And oh man, already I can tell you that this is not a great charging experience. This is way too far from the curb. Look at where the bumper of the Mach-E is here. I'm only, you know, a foot from the curb here, but look at the distance between the charger and the curb. I mean, this is probably 4 feet. So even with this cable management, I mean, we're still looking at not a great experience here. But anyway, as you can take a look on the screen here, so let's just look at some of the stats. So we're charging at 62.5 kilowatts. That's all this charger can handle. It can only charge one car at a time. I mean, that's not that great. So we're at 56% battery currently in the vehicle. So we're gonna probably take all of that 62.5 kilowatts. And yeah, that's it. I believe, it doesn't say on the screen here, but I believe they're only charging, oh, let me fix my microphone here. They're not charging very much for this DC fast charger, which is actually kind of nice to see because at least it's an affordable option. You come to the dealership, you can plug in. Yeah, it's not the fastest charging, but at least it's a DC fast charger. It's better than charging at, you know, 6 or 7 kilowatts at your hotel in level 2. So at least we're seeing some sort of infrastructure go in. EA really has to get on the ball here and get to Myrtle Beach. They have to get charging in Myrtle Beach. We have plenty of Walmarts here. So pick a Walmart, put a DC fast charger in, and, you know, give us something here. Because I mean, really, this is not gonna suffice. As soon as people know about this charger, that's a problem. It's April right now. Once the tourism season starts in May, I got a feeling this charger is going to be a lot busier than we want it to be. And though it doesn't affect someone like me who lives in the area, I just go home and plug into my level 2. This is really kind of a saving grace for people who are traveling in to Myrtle Beach and through Myrtle Beach. And that's not good. That's not good. Because people who want to stop here for the day are not going to have enough range to get all the way into Myrtle Beach and then back out of Myrtle Beach on one charge, or at least, you know, depending on the car. So yeah, not great situation, but this I would say is literally the first step. Is this lone charge point charger. And here we are. So we are now up to $1 charged already. We only got 2 kilowatts. So obviously, I think it's more like 50 cents, close to 50 cents a kilowatt hour. I'm definitely going to put that on the screen with the actual price. But yeah, like that's not exactly great. It's not going to be a great experience for a lot of people, especially when they start selling these cars and they're going to tell their customers, hey, come back here anytime you want. You could charge on our charger. And yeah, not going to be good. You're gonna get 2 customers rolling up saying, I bought the car here. There's some idiot here with a Mach-E charging on a Sunday, and now I can't charge my car because I get, you know, yeah, I don't know. And the weird thing is too, is like Hyundai's partnered with Electrify America for free charging, I believe, and they can't get free charging anywhere in this area. I mean, they have to literally drive 60 miles to get their free charging. And so, you know, though the whole free charging thing is kind of a weird thing as well, because a lot of people don't like it, because then people hog the DC fast chargers for the people who actually do need it. And really, if you're local, you shouldn't be using DC fast chargers if you have home charging solution. So really, that's a double-edged sword as well. But really, I just wanted to kind of bring this to everybody's attention that welcome to Myrtle Beach. If you're coming in an EV, this is all you got. Unless you want to sit at a level 2 for 7 or 8 hours, this is all you got to charge your car. And that is, that's a little upsetting. But hey, you know what? It's a start. It can be a start, though it's at a dealership, and at least they don't gate the dealerships off, because the old Myrtle Beach Hyundai dealership, they used to put a gate across it on Sundays and after they closed. So at least they don't gate the charger off on Sundays. At least you could get here, and that's why I wanted to come here today on a Sunday, so we can take a look at the charger on Sunday and see how it is. And there it is. I mean, this it is. 162.5 kilowatt ChargePoint charger in the parking lot of a Hyundai dealership. If you come to Myrtle Beach with an electric car, not a Tesla, you'll probably be showing up at this charger at some point. Well, anyway, hope this video was interesting to you. I thought it was interesting to me because we really need more infrastructure here in the Myrtle Beach, Grand Strand area. And yeah, we'll see. Pass this video around, show people. If you live in the South Carolina and you travel to Myrtle Beach, if you live in Myrtle Beach by some means, you know, pass this video along to other people. We need to have more companies involved in getting charging here in Myrtle Beach, because really, we're an island, and we definitely need some extra charging to get off this island. But anyway, hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure you give it the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And yeah, we'll report more on some DC fast charging that comes to this area, because I thought it would be really cool, because we are literally a DC fast charging desert. And like I said, Tesla's got one at the mall, and actually, believe it or not, there is a second version 3 supercharger opening up in North Myrtle Beach, I think in just a couple of weeks. And I might actually just do a video on that as well, but that's gonna be crazy to see, because that means Tesla's gonna have 20 stalls, guess, that's a guess, 20 stalls of fast charging for Tesla people. And CCS cars, this is what you got. A little CPE 250 charge point. Well, anyway, that's about it. I'm done rambling. Thank you very much for watching. And check us out on all our social media links down in the description below. And we'll see you all in the next episode. Take it easy.